Okay, good morning, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Chiara Divalli, and I am a project manager at EBN, the European Big Network, one of the partners of ENRICH in Brazil, the ENRICH center in the network for research innovation centers and hub between Europe and Brazil. I'm here to welcome you to this online session presenting the Natura Innovation Challenge Zero Waste Packaging. So during the next 45-50 minutes, we'll be in a conversation with the Natura team to understand more about the company, their innovation approach, and of course their challenge, the Zero Waste Packaging Challenge. With me are Soares, who will be presenting in more details ENRICH in Brazil and what can we do for you. So, I mean, for those of you who are interested in EU-Brazil opportunities, research, development, innovation opportunities, cooperation opportunities, and then Natura team with Leonardo Garnica, Milena Ruffine, Guilherme Moliterno de Moraes. Just a couple of technical details. So this session is registered, is recorded, and therefore this means that you will be able to access these recordings after the session is over. We invite you to raise your questions and doubts about ENRICH, about Natura and their challenge on the chat box available here on the GoToWebinar platform. And as I was telling you, indeed, together with the recordings, also the presentations will be made available to you. Don't be shy, ask your questions. We'll take them all at the end of Natura presentations, and we'll try to give you the answers you are looking for. Here are contacts, and I give the floor to my colleague Thais, who will tell you more about ENRICH and what we do and what can we do for you. 1 second.
Hello everyone, I hope you can see my screen now. My name is Thais Soares. I'm Brazilian, but I work for the Institute de Inovação, that's SPI, here in Porto. And I'll be talking to you about our project ENRICH in Brazil, which SPI is part of the consortium. So basically, we are a project that receives funding from the European Commission, and we are working together with 2 other centers, that's the ENRICH in the US and ENRICH in China. So we are 3 projects that run together with the funding from the European Commission. And our goal is to become a global network of centers and hubs that promotes the internationalization of science, technology, and innovation. Those 3 projects, they started in 2018, so they will finish in 2020, in the end of next year. So, ENRICH in Brazil, we are 12 partners. We are 8 partners in Europe, as you can see on the map, and 4 partners in Brazil. Fraunhofer IPK in Germany is the coordinator of the project, and the other companies, as you can see, they compose a very balanced group because we have research institutions, we have consulting companies like mine, and we have funding agencies as well. So this is our mission. We have providing services. We basically design the structure and we work throughout the community. We have a focal point in Brussels that was launched on April 2018, and we have a physical office in Brazil, in Brasilia, at the CNI building. And what is interesting to mention is that by the end of this year, 2019, we're gonna start our association, meaning that we're gonna have a legal entity for ENRICH in Brazil to perform as an association. This is the goal of the project, to have this association that can be that can provide services and that can live throughout it without the funding from the European Commission. So what do we do in ENRICH in Brazil? We provide information on how to get funds from the European Commission or in Brazil, how to develop your business in Europe if you're a Brazilian, how you can bring your startup to Europe or to Brazil. We provide this network of valuable partners that we have here in Europe and also in Brazil. After that, we help startups and research institutions to find partners so they can work together to develop innovative ideas. We provide these soft landing services, meaning that we can receive startups here in Europe and also on those soft landing hubs that we have in Brazil, which are already certified by ENRICH in Brazil. And we provide a visibility for your project and your idea throughout our network. So in this slide, you can see all the services that we provided on this year, 2019. We are working on the new line of services for next year. We'll be launching it soon in our website, but this is just to give you an idea what we do. We provide information services through our webinars with thematic focus such as bioeconomy and how does the market of innovation and technology works in Finland, for example. We provide guidelines with basic rules and basic information from the agencies that we can find on our website. We also do some trainings in infrastructures, as you can see listed on the second column. This year we also had this really interesting event that we call Innovation Tour. So in September, we gathered a group of 10 entrepreneurs here in Europe. We took them to Brazil and we had this matchmaking event with business partners in Brazil where they could show their idea of their startups and what do they research in Europe to find partners for their projects. It was very interesting and we had very good results. And we also are working to provide this last column that you see, the consultancy services. So this will work in a tailor-made basis. So if you want to get more information on the market in a specific country here in Europe for your project that is already developed in Brazil, we can help you with that. We can provide a market analysis, customized legal advice, and other services. So this is a little overview of our portfolio. So here I'll leave the details of the ENRICH Center in Brazil, so you can access our website and find out more information. And of course, I will be available if you have any questions. Chiara will help us with the Q&A session in the end of the presentation. Thank you.
Thank you, Thais. Thank you very much for the overview. Okay, so we now move to the core of this online session, and I'm giving the floor to Natura staff. Leonardo Garnica will kickstart this presentation and talk about Natura and the challenge. Leonardo, the floor is yours.
It's a pleasure, great pleasure being here to share our global innovation challenge. I'm going to share about some more information about Natura Co and Natura Cosmetics, which is the company that is launching this challenge. And afterwards, I'm going to hand over the word to my colleagues. Okay, Natura Co is a group of companies. Maybe you guys in Europe know about the Body Shop. Natura, the Body Shop is part of the group, and Aesop is a South Australian brand. So we say that we have three distinct businesses sharing a common vision. We are committed to generate positive impact. So for each one of the companies, we have some ideas and philosophies in common. By Natura, we are always talk about well-being and being well, and to connect to the community of people committed to building a better world. Aesop talks about developing products that being made with the same attention to detail we believe should be applied to the life at large. And by the Body Shop mention, we have business can be a force for good. So all the three brands are very committed to the better world. So we are trying to foster these philosophies and put in practice in different actions that we take, like in innovation partnerships, networks, and so on. So here we have a very brief glimpse of the presence, our footprint in the world just right now. And by the three brands, we are in 70 countries. And Natura is very strong in the Americas, especially South America. And the Body Shop more in Europe and Asia. And Aesop is a brand, Australian brand, but it's very important in Europe and United States, and is growing in Brazilian market. So talking about Natura, who is the focal point for this challenge, even we are opening all the possibilities, the opportunities to engage and to partner with all the three brands. Natura is guiding this process. So Natura has a very important reason to be in. It's about to create and sell products and services that promote well-being and being well. Well-being, it's about having a harmonious relationship with ourselves. If I'm very good with myself, I can establish confident relationships, good relationships with you guys. So the brand, we believe that we use the cosmetics and the self-care as a vehicle to take care about ourselves and to take care about others. That we try to stimulate with our brands in terms of this human philosophy. Some figures about the Natura brand, Natura company. We are around 7,000 employees, 18,000 co-workers, and we have a very large sales channel, 1.7 million in 10 countries, 100 million consumers, 52 stores, and almost 5 million online consumers, and 2 billion total net revenues. We are a B certificated company, the largest one that got this certification in 2014. And we are in the Dow Jones Sustainability Index, and we got the award about Champions of the Earth from United Nations organization. So our value proposition, we have 3 pillars, important ones: having a very high quality products and brands, establishing a good relationship network to sell the products, but to impact the world, and our corporate behavior. We are going to see a video talking about how we work in terms of standing Amazon, standing forest in the Amazon. We have 3 important calls that guide us in everything we do: stand Amazon, more beauty, less trash, and social human development. Nowadays, fostering in education, but we can choose other issues to face and to go further in these issues. But now we are going to see how we work in Amazon. Chiara will help us with the video. No sound here.
Sorry.
Research by
What is that?
Amazon, the richest garden on Earth. It is here that we research biodiversity ingredients to create our products. But we don't do this alone. If you look closely at the forest, you'll see that it is much more than plants and animals. The forest is also made of people. Generation after generation, people earning a living from the forest, preserving their knowledge about the use of its plants. These people are our guides. They tell us the secrets and wonders of the plants of the Amazon. This is one of the most important aspects of Natura's business model, our intense partnership with the traditional Amazonian communities. This partnership strengthens and values the communities, working with them to develop sustainable practices. In our labs, the compounds of each bioactive are studied and incorporated in formulas that maximize their benefits. Each time you choose a Natura Brazil product, you support a sustainable network and help real communities and families promote a business model that keeps the forest standing, so that nature continues to create more and more beauty for generations to come. Natura Brazil, nature creates beauty.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, Chiara, for the video. So in the video, we was able to understand a little bit more about the way we work into the Amazon, building relationships with the communities and extracting in a very sustainable way, very arranged with them, the way we get this the raw materials, and following all the very high level of standards and rules we have in Brazil for the biodiversity. We are trying to show this way of working in the corporate behavior because we have a very, it's another big challenge to face, because we know that not everybody is working by this way when we talk about the forest. Let's have the presentation again here. Take a second, please. Okay, now I think it's working. So here we have our innovation cycle based in a unique pillars. And I'd like to take your attention to the right column. We have some information there. We are investing around 2.5 to 3% of our total net sales invest in innovation. and we launch around 200 products each year. And nowadays we are using, since 2001, we are using open innovation model to develop technologies and products. And now we have 387 partners worldwide. More than 400 patents activated, but we already had 1,000 patents worldwide. So our innovation cycle involves discovering unique ingredients, applying a very high standard of science, world-class science, to identify using the very advanced techniques and methodologies like proteomics, genomics, to understand what's the power of these extracts, the natural resource. We have fair trade with people from the forest. We applied into the product development process, paying all the benefit sharing policies, royalties for the universities. And afterwards, we generate a positive impact by launching products that will help keep the forest, because we use the fruits, the plants, not the wood. So we stimulate people to be in the forest, taking care about the forest and providing this raw material that requires the forest stand. So we have some examples. I just would like to share about Ucuuba species, is a specific product line we have. We use it to have people cutting all the trees of Ucuuba, but now they can earn three times more money from the fruits, because they sell the fruits for us, and now they are avoiding to cut the forest, cutting this kind of species in the Amazon, because we have been building this sustainability model of launching products and buying and establishing good relationship with these communities. So now I'd like to hand over to Guilherme. Yes, Guilherme, are you listening us?
Now you're hearing me? Okay.
Now it's working. Good.
Okay. Before we talk more about sustainability and innovation of our products, we think it's important for you to know about our multi-channel business. How does it work, and what are the distribution channels we have to connect with our shopper, our consumers. Okay, so such as Leo was talking about our value proposition, we have a very strong purpose, and it should be very evident in any distribution channel to our shopper and consumers. So each channel has its role in delivering the values Natura and Natura Co believes it's important for the community, the society, and the environment. Okay, so here we have three channels. The most recognizable from Natura is the beauty consultants, which are 1.2 million beauty consultants in Brazil. It's almost 2 million across the globe, mainly in Latin America. And their work is to attend and give consultation to the shopper. Guys, I'm hearing echo. I don't know if you can mute. Okay. And so the beauty consultants should give consultation to the shopper and to the consumers about our products and how is it good for them. We have also the retail. The retail is divided in two mainly forms. We have the franchise, and we have our own stores. They attend to different publics. So the franchise are stores that are on the street and with a great volume of people passing by, and attend to mainly the classes B and C, and the stores that Natura owns attend the public more of the A and B classes, social economic speaking, okay? And third, we have the online channel of distribution. Here we have the opportunities for the beauty consultants to create a website to sell directly to the shopper, but we have our own e-commerce too. So we have these two channels that work together to deliver the products for the shopper. About this chart, I think it's very important for you not only to see these structures as an opportunity to use them in creating the solutions of the zero waste, but to create more connections between them and to beauty consultants work with the retail, work with the online channel to make more value with the zero waste challenge. Okay, so I think that's the main opportunity we have in our business. Leo, I give back to you.
Okay, thank you, Guilherme. Now, going ahead, move on. Let's see the presentation. Now I hand over to Milena.
So, hi everyone, I'm Milena. I work with packaging development, specifically with sustainable packaging and materials. As the guys have said before, Natura is really worried about sustainable, how we do business, a sustainable business as a whole, and in order to focus on our challenge, I would like to give you some focus on packaging, what we have, how we develop the packaging, what we've been done through the years, and then what we have, what we look for as a challenge, what we look for like next generation in packaging, and we would like to count with your innovations and your ideas so we can construct all together. So focus on packaging. We call our packaging as an ecological packaging. What it means that we develop all packagings we develop. We look for to have less impact on environment. But of course, as a cosmetic company, we look for beauty and functional packagings. We also look for aesthetic and beautiful products and so on, so we can deliver the best experience for our consumers, but always using the best choices in terms of sustainability, which means we prioritize the PCR materials or bio-based materials, and we look for little alternatives, and also the eco design, I mean design to disassembling, and to guarantee the packaging would be recyclable and so on. So this is the way we usually develop our packaging. And in terms, and just to give you some examples and our innovations through the time, what we've been done. Here we have like a timeline, to the sustainability timelines. And on these, I would like to focus specifically on packaging, or what we have on innovations in packaging, so you can have some examples. So in 1983, we were the first cosmetic company to launch refills, and it was like a big innovation at the time. And of course, we have it nowadays. We have a lot of different refills for different products. In 2000, we launched ecoLOGICAL, which is our line, our brand that talks about the biodiversity, all the things related by the Amazon, how we can construct the cosmetic with actives with the forest, and also our relation with the communities, and I mean give them some positive impact. So it was in 2000. Then we have in 2007, we had our first line launched with the PET PCR, a PCR PET. Again, we were the first company to launch the PCR materials and cosmetics, which was really good. I mean, really innovative. Then 2010, we launched the pouch refills, which it has like 83 less plastics on its packaging. And also in 2010, we launched the green pea, which is a bio-based material to use in our packaging. We first used it in refills packaging, but now we have a lot of products. In 2013, we launched Soul brand, which is a conscious, we call it like a conscious consumption brand, as a flexible material. We know that people can use all the products until the less of the less. And also we have the 60 reduction on carbon emissions. I mean, so this is the main examples I can give it to you. Also, we nowadays have like our fragrances in PCR glass material on the bottles. Just some examples how we've been looking for innovative packaging, innovative materials. How can we look for it to have less environment impact on that? And in this way, so now we think that we've been done a lot. We've been done a lot of things on this way, but we know that we have a lot of things to do. We know that all of us have a big challenge on that. So that's why we've launched our innovation challenge, which is like a zero waste packaging. At the first time, to be very honest with you, at the first time we thought about how could it be the next generation of our refills, which means that people can have the product on this regular packaging, but with no packaging in the middle. That was the first idea we have with this innovation challenge. But then thinking better, we know that we could count with a lot of ideas and a lot of ways of thinking different and change our mind of thinking about business and so on. So we can have like a zero waste packaging. It could not be like just a refill, but it could be like the main product at all. So that's why we call it like a zero waste packaging. And this is what we would like to talk with you. We would like to show how we construct it. And let's move on. And this is our question. What can you and a beauty brand, which is us, Natura, can do for the world? What we can do for the world, what we can innovate and remove positive impact. So here we have like a little numbers of our materials consumptions. So every year we have 1.3 billion tons of trash and 75 million tons in Brazil, just in Brazil. And of course we can change this reality. We know we can. We know we have a lot of opportunities. Again, here in Natura, we are a lot of concern about it. We've been a lot of things. I mean, we've been looking for that for a long time, but we really think that we can do more if we can come together and do it together, like with partners and thinking differently. And how to do it. So we are looking for, in terms of materials, we brought a little examples in terms of material, how we can have like a renewable material, biodegradable, and another attributes, just I mean, how can we transport, how can we deliver the best experience for our consumers, and but not giving him the packaging materials that we cannot do, we don't know what we can do with it, right? We, as Guilherme said before, we have a specific way of business. We are mainly on directly selling, which means that we send all the products to our beauty consultants, and then they send to our consumer. That's why we need to have we need to worry about the packaging and the functional. I mean, how can we protect our products to achieve our consumers? But how can we think differently? Here we have some examples of our refills on portfolio, on actual portfolio. We have like fragrance refills, the lotion refills, which is a pouch, and jar refills, mainly for skincare, and also refills for makeup. So we are giving you some examples. How can we innovate in terms of material and also in terms of logistic chain and supply chain, I mean, logistic and business. How can we do the business? Again, focus on the examples that Guilherme have talked about. How can we, I mean, achieve our consumer, deliver the best products, but not need the, I mean, a lot of materials to do that, a lot of materials to protect our products, and so on. Or, I mean, again, focus on zero waste packaging. So that's it. I mean, I'll give it back to Leonardo so they can so he can explain a little bit more about the challenge, how does it work, and so on.
Okay, thank you, Milena. Going to the end of our part of our presentation, we see all this stuff, all this experience as a very important living lab to innovate with you guys. And who can apply? Innovators. We call innovators by companies, entrepreneurs, startups, research institutions, universities, researchers, Natura beauty consultants as well. But the point is, you do not have to have a legal entity. What is important is to identify yourself in the portal, because we're gonna have we're gonna use best practices to partner with you according to your way of being, of your roles, your policies, and so on. What kind of a criteria will be used to evaluate the proposals? We are looking at how feasible is the solution, what is the impact that the solution will generate for sustainability, the technology readiness to be applied. It's very important for us. We are not looking for ideas, very early ideas. We are trying to identify some projects or products or services that are in development, to accelerate them, to connect with them. We are also looking at how this technology could create synergies among the territories, what we say materials, logistics, business models. We imagine that we could have new materials connecting to a new business model, or new commercial ways of doing business that could help us to apply this innovation and to get the return from that. Business model and competition, what's in the context of the solution, and we also looking at the quality of the team, the founding team, to identify how to work with them. Going to the end, we have the timeline. We are going to, our deadline to sign up is December 8th. And then afterwards, we're going to have a very important committee, very engaged inside the company, more than 12 very high standard professionals analyzing, evaluating these proposals. We are going to establish NDA, non-disclosure agreement, with the parties that we want to know more. And in March 2020, we're going to have a very important pitch day at Natura with the very high level of VP board. We're going to have our innovation VP, digital technology VP, operations VP, and more the technical guys as well to evaluate the finalists. And after this point in March, you're gonna implement some tests with the solutions with the approved proposals. So afterwards, we're gonna discuss during the journey the intellectual property questions, establishing contracts, deals very properly in a proper way. Just to give you a very brief glimpse about intellectual property guidelines. We think that when you submit a proposal, you're going to have feedback about the applicability, the alignment of this solution to the Natura strategy, but a little bit more information that could help you guys to see the other approaches looking at the solution. And after the tests, the tests phase, we'll establish and negotiate a partnership to explore intellectual property if it exists, or establish a commercial agreement, or co-develop the next stages of the technology, respecting and sharing the IP generating partnership, or paying for the IP use. It's important to say that we already had more than 100 partnerships involving this kind of issues, IP issues and technology transfer issues. And obviously, the original IP involved in the technology submitted is owned by the proponent, and all the information you should apply is only non-confidential information to this stage. Here we have how to fulfill the form at the website. You have received it. Just to click and create a login to access the platform, the Open Innovation Platform. And in there, you have to only apply for some details of yourselves, the proponents, the institution, email, country, about innovation, only non-confidential information, level of the maturity of your solution, and what is the innovation path, or if you see more than only one territory, you should apply showing that how cross solution you will gonna apply for the call. Okay, now we're gonna have the ending video. I'm handling to Chiara, please, to finish the presentation. Very short video, just to stimulate us to apply.
O que uma marca de beleza pode fazer pelo mundo? Pode cuidar da pele e salvar a pele ao mesmo tempo? Pode fazer uma floresta ficar maior em vez de menor? O que não dá é para ficar de braços cruzados. Tem que buscar um jeito novo de produzir. Abolir ingredientes que não são legais. Não pode fazer teste em animais. Tem que diminuir resíduos. Compartilhar riquezas e aproximar fronteiras. Uma marca de beleza tem que fazer de tudo para deixar o mundo mais bonito. Isso é o mínimo. Agora, o máximo é trazer você para essa história. Você, sua voz, seu jeito, suas escolhas. Você cuidando de você. E aí sim a gente pode afirmar. Uma marca de beleza pode fazer muito pelo mundo. Se ela estiver do lado de pessoas como você. Natura. O mundo é mais bonito com você.
Thank you. So thank you, Leonardo, Guilherme. Thank you all for your inputs and presentation. So I wanted to ask our participants if they have any question, as I haven't received any. At the very beginning, just one question that was about the profiles of potential applicants. So I was asked if individuals can apply, but then you answered. So if you can tell us a bit more about profiles of potential applicants. So if you're interested to work with.
Okay, I can comment about it. Yes, individuals can apply. We are talking to different kinds of institutions and people, and we have different models of dealing with different partners. So we're gonna analyze, evaluate the proposal, and we usually work with specialists, expertise people worldwide. And the modeling of the contracts will be done case by case. So we don't have specific rules to share now, but we will establish, we will keep in touch with the finalists to deal with, to talk about this, how to get a good contract. And yes, very welcome individuals to join.
Great. Okay, I have a few more questions. First one is about financial conditions. So Anna is asking if you can give more information about financial conditions. Then there is another question that is from Denmark, and it's about your sustainability vision for 2050. So it's more general. So one is more specific about the challenge, and the other one is more about the vision of Natura. Yeah.
Okay. Anna, thank you for the question. Financial conditions. We are simulating that during the process, we're going to have the finalists with the chance to apply for the tests, and the tests will be paid by us. And we have partners working with us in how to implement these tests, and we have a budget to do it, but only to get an MVP or a prototype of the solution. But afterwards, if we approve the project into the company, we have a very different kinds of opportunities, because all the areas involved in zero waste applied to packaging and commercial and logistics chain are very engaged, and we have no limit to invest in the projects according to the solution. So we're gonna establish a partnership, build a project together to go further with the next stages of the technology development. And we can invest, I don't know, $50,000 or $1 million, because what's the point is to show that we have a very impactful solution. Regarding sustainability,
I would say from an applicant perspective. Sounds an interesting opportunity then.
Okay, good. Milena will answer about the sustainability question.
Yeah, regarding the sustainability vision of by 2050, we always say that we are looking for a positive impact in a few terms, a lot of terms. So we are looking for the Amazon, the live Amazon, and keep it alive, and keep it our business based on a sustainable way of how we deal with the Amazon. Positive impact for people. So develop people, the communities that work with us, and also the beauty consultants, and also less trash, with a lot of related with our challenge which is zero waste packaging, which is more beauty and less trash. By 2050, we look to have a positive impact in these three causes that we have.
I was taking note of an hashtag, more beauty, less trash. I liked it very much. It gave a very good idea of your mission and vision. I have another question. Thank you, Milena, for this. And so I have another question that is the following. Is Natura open for pilot partnerships? to implement the innovation zero waste solutions in large nature lodges in the Amazon or in beach resorts, for example? So do you have this kind of partnerships to pilot these solutions in these environments?
So could you repeat, just to be clear,
Yes.
if I understood the right question?
So for me, it's not fully clear. So the question is Natura open for pilot partnerships to implement the innovation zero waste solutions, like in large nature lodges in the Amazons or in beach resorts? So she's giving examples of potential partners for testing. So lodges, beach resorts, and things like that. So to implement the solutions with this kind of actors.
Yeah, sure. We are completely open. We are completely open to a lot of different ideas in terms of zero waste packaging, in terms of our final products, or even the way we do, I mean, the process and all the all related with business. Mm-hmm. And our focus here on this specifically challenge is about our consumer and our products, how to connect consumer and products, and also without having any waste. I mean, in order to have zero waste. But yes, we are open to talk about it and to receive the proposals and ideas.
Just to add something, if the questions it's regarding, okay, the person has a solution in terms of, oh, I know how to prototype, I have methodology, or I can help you guys. Okay, we are pretty open, but the point is we should have a solution in the base. At the base, we can establish any kind of partnership, but we are looking for new types of solutions connected to any kind of services as well. But this proposal should be joining us, giving a new solution or innovative idea to develop this test or this prototyping. And if the person knows how to apply a prototyping, we know how to do it, but we can join forces to do it. But the common base is a new solution.
Okay, thank you. And I have a question while waiting for any other question from the audience. In case I need additional information or questions, who should I contact?
Yeah.
I would say that it could be both of us, because in terms, just to clarify, so in terms of the technical ideas and solutions and any doubts you may have about it, you can contact me, Milena. And if you have any doubts about the way the challenge is going to work, how to subscribe, how to sign in, and so on, so Leo should be the better person, but it could be both of us, and then we can arrange it.
This to share eventually the contact details, if we can share them with the audience, so if they have additional questions, they can address them to you.
Yeah, just to add something, our website has a lot of information, and in there we have also a specific email to this call. It's Natura thebakery.com. We have this address into the website, and you can also apply in a specific as a proponent and ask something inside the proposal if you want. The point is the solution that you are showing should be applied to the deadline, December 8th. But you can establish a contact with us directly by phone, on the phone, and this email that I just shared, and I think Chiara could send you guys afterwards this session, will help us a lot because we have more people engaged to answer very fast.
Thank you very much. I'm sharing it with everyone on the chat. And Yes, I will include it in the notes in the follow-up emails. Is there any other question from the audience? There was a question actually from Jacqueline about the webinar recordings and presentations, where will be available. Well, we will check the ENRICH in Brazil website. You will find a post saying recordings and presentations are available online, and you can download everything from there. So directly from ENRICH in Brazil website, and you will also see some posts on our Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn pages. Takes a little bit of time to work on recordings, so if it's not today or tomorrow, it's Monday, the latest. You find everything, I think, even earlier. Okay, this is just for clarity. As I don't see any other question, I would thank you guys, so Leonardo, Milena, Guillermo, and Thais, for your active participation in this webinar. It was very interesting. Personal comment to learn about Natura commitment and vision for the future. Was really a great meeting and connection that was possible thanks to ENRICH in Brazil. So for me, it was already a great start, and I wish good luck to all of you, so both Natura team and all the interested applicants for this challenge.
Thank you so much, everyone. It's a pleasure. It was a pleasure being part of this session, and we are willing to receive your proposals. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you all. Thank you, Chiara. And we will be available, of course, if you need anything else from ENRICH in Brazil, and also to assist Natura in this very interesting challenge.
Great. Okay, so have a nice afternoon, day, depending on where we are, and see you next time on ENRICH channels. Good. Bye, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Ciao.
Bye.